Okay, hey everyone, welcome to This is Crazy Talk. I am really sorry if I can't talk properly at the moment. I've got an ulcer right underneath here, and it is the most painful thing, so I'm going to try and soldier on. Anyway, as you may or may not know, today is March 1st, Self-Injury Awareness Day. Also, for my Welshies out there, it is also Diesel Dolly Sam, David's Day, but we're going to focus on Self-Injury Awareness Day as this is a mental health channel. Now, I've already put a picture up on Facebook and one on my personal Tumblr, and I'm just going to show you now. This is something that's been going on Tumblr a lot. It's the stay strong, keep fighting. Loads of people who either do struggle with self-injury themselves or know people or are close to people that do have been putting butterflies, those kind of phrases on the wrists, on the forearms, to show support. And it's a very, very good cause to show support for, because a lot of people don't understand self-injury, and I have tried to explain a lot of different aspects in previous videos, but because today is a special Self-Injury Awareness Day, I thought I would bring some more attention to the subject. So to everybody out there who struggles with self-injury, whether they've been doing it for a day, a week, a month, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, I want you all to know that you can beat this, you can fight this, and you can win. With the right support and the right help, you'll get there. Not just with your self-injury, but what is causing the self-injury. And one thing to remember is never, ever be ashamed. Don't let anybody ever make you feel worthless just because you self-harm. And to people out there who don't self-harm, who maybe know people that do, or maybe they don't think they do, but really there are going to be people out there who self-harm, you just don't know about it. And that's something I mentioned in similar words in my previous video. But self-harm isn't an attention-seeking thing, not in the way that most people like to think it is. So many people self-harm, self-injure, and they hide it. They hide it from everybody. It's their one deep dark secret. And a lot of this is to do with the fact that there is a huge stigma around mental health problems, especially self-injury. And if you see somebody with scars, with cuts, with anything like that, don't just look down on them. That's someone who needs help, and that's someone who's really, really struggling. So if you see someone like that, don't just write them off as an attention seeker or someone who wants to look cool or edgy. Reach out to them. These people need to know that they're not alone. I mean, I know for me, the worst times were when I felt alone and that nobody else really quite understood what was going through my mind at those specific times. But as I've come to talk to people who have mental health problems themselves, who self-injure or used to self-injure, you find out and become quite comforted in the fact that you're not the only one going through this. And this is why people need to talk to one another. And this is why Self-Injury Awareness Day exists. So talk about it. Talk about it with your friends, your family. Ask them if they know that it's Self-Injury Awareness Day. Start a conversation. And hopefully, by talking to people, we can help end the stigma associated with not just self-injury, but mental health as a whole. So, without further ado, this is Crazy Talk. Have a lovely Self-Injury Awareness Day.